you will be mine. Even if it's somebody else's.
Hey guys, it's me, Avia LeVon. I am finally recording another video for you all today. Everything has just been absolutely crazy trying to get my vlog started, getting through the holidays, and UGA wants to start school on the 5th. Like, where's our break at? Non-existent. I'm gonna try and get videos to be pretty consistent, so we'll get there. This video is on how to do a soft highlight and contour. Just very simple. This is the tutorial for a very simple, effortless, and flawless face. Highlighting and contouring is just simply to bring back the dimensions of your face. You can also be fancy with your highlight and contour. For example, if you have a large nose and you want it to appear smaller, you will contour that area to create shadows to make it seem smaller. If you have a big forehead, apparently you can contour to make it look smaller. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I just deal with it. You can, highlight and contour your jaw areas. Whatever you highlight, basically, it brings it forward, and you contour, it recedes. So this video is not on the little specific tricks on making things smaller and larger. This is just highlighting and contouring. That is just a very soft and simple way to just bring the dimensions back to your face. So I'll stop rambling and we'll just get on into this tutorial. Alright, now let me first start off by saying that all the products that I will be using will be down in the description bar below. So if you have any questions about that, be sure to check that out. But my first step here is going to be, of course, applying my foundation. And I only really apply that to 2/3 of my face just because I feel like my forehead doesn't need it. But I'm going to be sure to blend it all out. Alright, so the next step here will be applying concealer, and the trick here is you just want to apply concealer to the different areas of your face that you want to bring forward. So I'm going to do an upside down triangle underneath my eyes to conceal that. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. I don't want to bring any extra attention to my forehead, of course, so I'm not really going to highlight that. I'm going to do down my cupid's bow and on my chin. Now, of course, we want to blend it all out. You can use a beauty sponge if you like to, but I've really enjoyed using my fingers lately. I just don't have anything to clean later. It's very simple, and I get the product exactly where I want to get it using my finger, which I absolutely enjoy. So I'm just going to take my time to blend everything out. Alright, so now we're going to want to finish blending it all out. So I'm going to take my foundation brush and with the leftover foundation just blend out the edges of my concealer so that it's all very seamless. Then you're going to want to set the concealer that you placed, and I love using the banana powder, so I'm just going to use that and pat it all over the areas that I placed with concealer. So underneath my eyes and down the bridge of my nose especially. Now for a really natural contour, I love using a pressed powder. So this one is just 1 to 2 shades darker than my skin tone. It might be 2 actually. And I'm just going to, the trick is start at the top of your ear and bring it down to the corner of your mouth. The closer you get to the corner of your mouth, the more dramatic the contour. And I want this to be very soft. So I am going to kind of take it towards my mouth, but I'm going to make sure that I really blend it out. And the last areas that you're going to want to contour is going to be along your forehead and down your chin line, and it's just going to help really sculpt out your face. And just to clean up my contour, I'm just going to take my foundation brush with whatever leftover product there is and just brush down right underneath my contour. Now to help ensure that everything is blended out and seamless, I'm just going to take a powder that is my actual skin tone, and I'm just going to brush that all along my face, and it's just going to help blend everything out. Now this is probably one of the most difficult areas to contour just because there's so many different ways that you can contour your nose based off of its shape. I'm doing just something very basic and very simple, and I'm just going to take it, my contour, same color, from right underneath my brow, and I'm going to take it down either side of the bridges of my nose, and I'm going to be sure that I really take my time in blending it out. You don't want any harsh lines, and you just want it to be really smooth and very seamless, so really take your time with this part. Now to make sure everything is blended out in my nose, I'm just going to take that same powder from earlier and I'm just going to dust that along my nose. Now to add a little bit more color to your face, I love adding blush to my chin. I think it just gives my face a little bit more of a pop. I'll also add it along my cheekbones, and the trick to make it just seem very natural is to apply it just right on top of the contour. So it's just all there together and it's very, very beautiful. Now the last step here, just to make everything fit together nicely, is just to add a little bit of bronzer. I love adding it to the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and just a little bit on my chin. It just ties everything together. Alright, so I hope you guys really enjoyed the tutorial. It should have been a very simple, easy to follow, just brings life back to what's just a pretty blank canvas, just to add some warmth back, a little bit of color back to your face. And it's very natural and effortless looking. You know, looks like you don't have much makeup on at all, which is completely awesome. And everyone always wants that no makeup look, and you can always do that with just the slightest bit of highlighting and contouring. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so that you can be the first one to know when I upload new videos, and check those out. If you really enjoyed this video and thought it was helpful and gave you some really good tips, give it a thumbs up. I'll really appreciate that. And, keep up with me on social media. It's at Avia LeVon on Instagram and Twitter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.
You might be